Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Heather Havenwood, and I am so excited today. I'm going to be talking to Reed Floren. Thanks for coming, Reed. I'm super excited that you're here.
Thanks for having me.
So, my name is Heather Havenwood. If you haven't been here before, we are being live streamed all over YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and as LinkedIn. And I really wanted to bring Reed on because he has been doing marketing since he was a teenager.
For last year,
For the last year, exactly. And you may be going, well, I've never heard of him, or maybe I've never seen him. That's because he has been an affiliate marketer for most of that time. And I'm going to let him share his story. And I find affiliate marketing fascinating. For 10 years of my career, I was in affiliate marketing. I got away from it, and I'm now leaning back in. So I want to just share a little bit with you who Reed Floren is, and I'm going to have him share his story. Who began earning online in the 90s as a teenager. He was involved in tech as a tech-savvy entrepreneur. Today, he's a solo entrepreneur who effectively manages his business using an army of bots, harnessing AI and RPA. This technological shift enables him to automate routine tasks, focusing on strategic growth and family time. He is also a stay-at-home dad, which we'll talk about later. His journey exemplifies the dynamic adaptation of digital tools and entrepreneurship, balancing professional success with personal life. His goal is to help you streamline your operations so you can live that retirement lifestyle, which is actually true. This is what he does. He legitimately does live that now versus wait until you're too old. Wow. Totally true. So yeah, why don't you share your story a little bit, Reed?
Yeah, well, thanks for that, Heather. So I started making money online back in 1999. I was a 13-year-old who, like the internet was really taking off right then. It was kind of right before the dot-com crash. And so all the like news media and stuff like that was talking about the internet, how it's this big thing and people are going to make money with it and all that. And there was this program called alladvantage.com, which paid you to surf the internet. It was like a banner ad on your screen. They paid you 50 cents an hour for every hour you were on, and then 10 cents an hour for like 5 levels deep. So it was kind of a MLM network marketing aspect to it. So at the time, I was actually acting in a college play. I was like the kid for this college play kind of thing. And so I was acting on that, and I wrote down my affiliate link with my really sloppy handwriting on pieces of paper, and I handed out to other castmates that were in the play, and they signed up because they wanted some beer money. And they told their friends, and it kind of spread like wildfire. And so I didn't make a ton of money doing it, and it went bust a few months later. But it was an exciting time to go, hey, I can make money leveraging other people doing things, and I don't have to get a job. I don't have to necessarily go to school. It was this whole like paradigm shift for me that I could do that kind of stuff. And so that was my first venture with affiliate marketing of, kind of promoting, something else and making some money with it. And then you fast forward a bit, I'm selling some software and ebooks and courses and stuff like that I find that, oh, this is kind of interesting. I start promoting that on the internet. I do some eBay stuff. I create a stock market website that takes off I was like 16 when that happened. And then fast forward a little bit later, I was doing joint venture brokering. So I was lining up people that had products with people that had like followings, email lists, stuff like that. I'd take a cut of the affiliate percentage on that. And then, start growing my own list for things and start winning and placing in different affiliate contests. And you fast forward 20-ish years or whatever, and here we are now. I'll be 39 in April. So, I mean, I've been doing this a while.
Wow. I remember that moment too. You talking about the time when you started sending out to your friends the MLM and making money. I remember that time I got my very first ebook sell like for $20 and like 2004 from some person that I didn't know. It was like this, whoa.
That first taste of the money is so cool.
Yeah, it really was like somebody bought my ebook from somewhere in the world, It was, I remember that moment. So when you talk about that, even as a teacher, you're like, wait a minute, like I didn't do much. I just kind of shared this with my friends and I was making money. There is kind of a paradigm shift that happens.
I was literally making money while I sleep as a 13-year-old. So it was like, it's really hard to convince a 13-year-old that they should go to school and get a job and stuff like that when they've
Did you go to college?
No, I did not go to college.
Well,
my parents were not too happy about that, but I did not go to college. And they're fine with it now, but back then it was kind of like you're doing what? You're not going to go to school.
Yeah, how did you like just take me there for a second? So what did you tell them? Like
I mean, we butted heads quite a bit on it.
yeah.
I was very lucky, so I went to a really unusual high school,
Mm,
well, in middle school. So I switched schools in seventh grade, so I was 13. At the school that I went to, it was all project-based learning. So you got to work on your own projects. You didn't have classes, you didn't have lessons. Instead of like a computer lab, I had a computer at my desk, I had a printer at my desk, I had a scanner at my desk, fast internet, well, fast for the times, internet connection, and basically my own cubicle, if you will, and I could basically do whatever. I could study just about anything I wanted. You would propose projects to, we called our teachers advisors because they
yeah.
didn't really teach anything. We would have like a proposal process where we'd write out what we were going to learn and what kind of questions we had for it, and then we would kind of present that to them. Like there'd be like 3 or 4 of them at a table and say, "This is
Mhm.
what I'm going to focus on like this month," kind of thing. And they'd be like, "Okay, well, how about you know switch the direction a little bit and go this way, or that sounds great," kind of thing. And then when you were done, let's say a month later, 6 months later, whatever it was, whenever we we, we earned credit based off of how many hours we put into it. So like you had to have, I think, 60 credits to graduate, and it was 100 hours per credit essentially, and you had to
Wow.
hit different things in the rubric. So you had to do like history and math and science and stuff like that on different projects throughout your years, to make sure you were somewhat well-rounded on
Yeah.
things. But anyways, you would do your project, you document your time, you'd present something to them at the end, and they might challenge you on it, ask you some questions on it. Then we also had like these presentation nights. They were kind of like almost like a science fair where people would kind of go around and you had like your own booth. So like other parents, members of the community, that was open to them, other kids, they could ask you questions. And then we also had, as you got older, this was like 11th and 12th grade, you had to give presentations in front of like everybody kind of
No,
thing. So
right.
like to graduate, you had to do a presentation in front of all the staff, all the students, the community, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so my presentation on that, well, my original title, but they wouldn't let me do this one to the public, was "Sex Isn't the Only Thing That Sells on the Internet." They didn't like that title, but it got everyone's attention when I said it on stage. They said I couldn't do that.
And what year was that? Just for
That was
context.
2005 when I graduated.
Wow. Okay. And what a great school. It
Yeah,
sounds very
it's fascinating.
entrepreneurial.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. They've replicated it a bunch. They got so this was like 2000-ish. They got a huge grant from like Bill and Melinda Gates to replicate it in a bunch of different places. I think they, I don't know, did like 20 schools or something with the
Yeah.
grant money and got that
I
going.
mean,
And
how you were describing it was very entrepreneurial. It's kind of like what you do. We do is like projects,
very
feedback.
much, yeah,
It
yeah.
literally created this habitual habit because
Hmm.
entrepreneur is very different, especially affiliate marketing. It's very different than what I call traditional school. You have to literally change your brain chemistry to do that. And it sounds like it was always they were teaching you entrepreneurial skills,
Yeah,
mindset.
by being definitely the mindset, by being so hands off on it,
Yeah.
kind of thing, and you had to kind of flounder and figure it out for yourself
That sounds
and
like
get stuff going.
entrepreneurship, flounder and figure it out.
Very much so, very much so.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
really
you didn't
interesting.
have someone checking in with you like a boss
Mhm.
employee relationship. I assume that's how it works. I've never had a job, so if I know people like have managers and bosses and stuff, so I assume they check in with them regularly.
I like how you said. So I'm just curious,
So,
did you grow up in the Midwest? Where'd you grow up?
yeah, so I'm born and raised in Minnesota. I'm still in Minnesota. I'm about 20 minutes from the house I
Yeah.
grew up
Oh,
in,
wow.
kind of thing.
So you
So
stay
just
close
down the
to
road.
home, just not through the mindset.
Yep. Yeah, I stay close to home. I've traveled a
Yeah.
ton. My parents are older, so I want to be near them
Yeah.
before they, go and kind of thing. And well, I've got 3 kids. Well, 3 that I know of, and 2 of them live in Minnesota, so that kind of keeps me here. Rest of
Yeah.
my family. My sister recently moved. Recent. It's been about a year, but she recently moved to Florida. But pretty much everyone else that I'm close to, family wise, lives in Minnesota or
Minnesota.
immediate area. Kind of thing.
So let's talk about, first of all, I find your background fascinating because I really want to set the tone that I feel like people who are affiliate marketers and entrepreneurs, they have to kind of have this quirk about them, about them.
Oh, I'm definitely sure. So
Yeah, you're totally quirky. I mean, for sure. That's what I love about you. You're totally quirky. So you have to be willing to think just think differently out
for
of
sure,
the box
absolutely.
all the time. Yeah. So I just kind of wanted to set the stage of that. And I'm like that. I'm very much like that. So I just kind of want to set the stage. So let's talk about affiliate marketing now,
Sure.
especially with social media the way it is,
Mhm.
and now with AI.
Sure,
So first, I
absolutely.
wanted to talk about that, and then I would love to go next into your awesome RPA. But let's start there.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of affiliate marketing is the same as it was 25 years ago, 26 years ago. You
Yeah.
get an affiliate link for something. An affiliate link basically just is something that the company offers where they can track your commissions. So you get paid a commission for these different products you're selling. It might be a book, it might be a software, it might be an event, it might be some coaching program. You can sell a lot of things and get an affiliate commission for. I mean,
Yeah.
like Amazon, for instance, has an affiliate program that's been around forever. And I mean, it doesn't pay a lot, but
Mm.
just to give you an idea, pretty much everything under the sun, you can earn some sort of commission on in some way, shape, or form. And so you become an affiliate for a product. They approve you, you get an affiliate link. You start driving traffic to that affiliate link, whether it be on social media, whether it be blogging, whether you have an email list, whether you do paid traffic. Now, some companies are going to have different terms of service. Like, for instance, a company may not allow you to bid. Let's say you're doing like pay-per-click advertising. They might not allow you to bid on their company name, like on
Mm.
Google, because they don't want you to do that. They don't want you to jack up the prices for their ad campaigns and stuff like that. So that may be something you have to look at if you're trying to promote some stuff that way. But essentially, your job is to put eyeballs on different offers, and so
Hmm.
you can do that by direct linking to the offer. So grabbing your affiliate link and directly linking to it. That's one way to do it. You can pre-sell things. So you could do, like, we're doing this interview
Right.
right now. So for instance, let's say I had something to sell, Heather would be asking me questions, and then, I would naturally start getting to the direction of my pitch of what I'm offering, and they could, sign up for my thing. And so that's one way to do it. You can do reviews of stuff. So let's say that uh, you're using some tool and you really like it, you could do a video of you using it, and what you like about it and what you don't like about it. And that's something that can do really well. There's a lot of people that, even if you go in the physical space, they'll get like clothing and stuff like that, and they'll show off their outfits, and
Yeah.
here's what I like about it, and here's how you get it, and here's what's in it for you, kind of thing. And people buy that kind of stuff. Another thing that goes over really well is if you can create some sort of bonuses for an offer. So let's say you're promoting, maybe it's a course like a
Mhm.
training program, or maybe it's a software. You would create some stuff that kind of fills in some of the gaps. So maybe you're looking at the offer, you're looking at the product, and you're like, I really don't like that they didn't cover this. Let me make a special report that answers that particular aspect, and I'll throw that in. Or let me find something that's going to, solve that problem for people. And nowadays with AI, you can have that create a lot of that for you and automate a lot of the process. So you're not slaving over, hunching over and typing on this blank page to get something out. You can ask ChatGPT or some other tool to create that content for you. And then you may want to give it a once over and look at it, but you can deliver that to people as your bonus for investing in the products that you're
Yeah,
recommending.
it's really interesting when you talk about this. I would say I think of Amazon right now. They created the Amazon influencer program, which has completely
Mhm.
revolutionizes the home shopping network. And then yeah, and recently
Absolutely.
Gary Vee did a very long interview about a month and a half ago on CNBC. And
Mm.
I like Gary. I think he's very on the cutting edge. And he talked about some new and upcoming, especially TikTok Shop, that it's going to be
Sure.
the premier affiliate of products in the world. It's going to just completely take over, and Home Shopping Club is going to completely change, and Amazon influence is going to change. And what's fascinating about that is I live in St. Pete near Clearwater too, and Home Shopping Network is
Mhm.
here. They've been here for I
Mhm.
don't even know how long, but a long time. And I just heard they're moving or they're leaving, which I thought was really interesting. So I think right now TikTok is becoming. I mean, they've really put the power of the influencers and affiliate marketing and taken that kind of like, you don't have to create a product. You don't have to, you can just be the influencer and create content and put eyeballs on products, like you said. And it really does shift the mindset, especially in the world of affiliate marketing. What's your take on TikTok and TikTok Shop? And
I think there's a lot of potential there. Now, I don't personally spend a lot of time
yeah,
on TikTok, but I know my sister does a lot. And I've also seen different people talk about some of the success they're having with TikTok Shop, even as an affiliate, where essentially they're creating almost like a faceless video of, here's this thing I found on TikTok and click the link to buy it, kind of thing. And they're kind of just recording their screen and then uploading that to TikTok, and they're making money. And
yeah,
it's like, well, that's like pretty simple.
yeah. I saw one
they
today.
don't really have a massive
Yeah, I saw
following or
one
anything.
today,
It's
and I
like,
thought, oh
wow.
my god, I got to find out what that product is so I can make that. I could do an affiliate link video on it, because what it was so cool. It was a video. Sorry, it's an audio. Looks like a earbud, but you could be talking to someone in Spanish, and it could be like in your English, it could literally be telling you what they're saying in real time. I know,
Oh,
and given the
nice,
fact that I live in
nice.
Florida and there's a lot of people who are Spanish speaking, I'm constantly trying to learn Spanish. I'm like, that is cool, man. It's like a translator. So, but what I was thinking about was I was watching that video. It was just a guy who was showing it with his hands and then his voiceover,
Mhm.
and that's it. And that's all it was. And I don't even think he sponsored it. I mean, it's just revolutionizing. Okay, so I want to move you over real quick to media companies. And the reason a specific
Sure.
one, I'm sure you know about it. Maybe you don't. I bet I'd be surprised if you don't. I'm sure you do because you're smart. Newsmax. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
know Newsmax.
Newsmax, well, if someone's listening to this, they go, "Oh, Newsmax, they're this media company." They started where they started was a newsletter company with affiliate
Yep,
marketing. They're still big in
exactly.
affiliate marketing, but then they moved into,
And now they have a
yeah, now
TV
they got
show, I
their own
think.
TV
So
show and
they've really grown.
OTT. And I think one of the things,
Mhm.
and this is my question, is I think there's going to be a massive shift. At least I'm already seeing it in new media. Even our current administration
Hmm.
has brought into the press conference room new media. They have actually put in
Mhm.
more chairs for new media. They're called new media in the White House. That's been revolutionary. Um, and I believe this is not a political conversation, but it changes the landscape because we've always had what I call the traditional media, and now they've just gone boom.
Yep.
Breitbart's in there, some other companies. Newsmax has a person at the White House. Like that's a very next level. So I think that media Daily Wire's there and some other ones. So I think that there's going to be a shift, but. Like for instance, Daily Wire, I just looked this up yesterday, so I know the stat. It's $100 million year company. That's quite
Nice.
significant. And in my head, I'm like, where's
Mhm.
that revenue coming from? It's like, it's got to be affiliate marketing. It's got to be a piece of it. What's your take?
I would imagine. I mean, there'd definitely be some advertisers that would be, advertising to
Right.
their market and stuff like that. But I would imagine there's probably some affiliate revenue. There may even be some licensing deals that they're doing with some of their content for different things. So that might be another angle. But that's really interesting. I didn't know that they were bringing them into the White House. That really legitimizes a lot of different news companies that have been seen as more
Yeah.
fringe and obscure to like the mainstream. But it's bringing them front and center to
Which just
other people
just
now.
boosts their credibility, which increases their viewership.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't remember who it was, but
Mhm.
she acknowledged the press conference. Press secretary Caitlin actually acknowledged a person there, and again, I don't remember the name, but they said you have this particular new media has about a 100 million viewers over time within a year, and I'm like, never even heard of them. So I was like, wow, who are
Yeah,
they?
yeah. How can I
Yeah, why have I
advertise there?
not
I
heard of
haven't
it?
heard of it. It's
But
probably
that
cheap.
just goes to show you, I
Yeah.
think, where we've been very, this is our thing called media. It looks like this, and now it's like
Mhm.
this. And that I think is just huge opportunity for affiliate marketing. So if someone just got started or they want to get started in affiliate marketing, is it dead? Is it too late? And how is AI changing it?
I mean, every year something's dead or too late, and that's just a marketing tactic to get you to buy their thing. So no, I don't think affiliate marketing is dead. I think it's kind of just getting started. With COVID and stuff, it really accelerated the buying
Yeah.
online. movement. We got probably a decade's worth of growth in a year because we were all forced to buy stuff online. People got comfortable spending money on the internet. People got comfortable spending a lot of time on their devices, way more than they used to. And so, for good and bad, that accelerated a lot of things with the internet marketing, digital
Yeah.
marketing landscape. And I think that's accelerated a lot of stuff with affiliate marketing. I think that as long as you don't have an administration that's very anti referral marketing, I think affiliate marketing is here to stay. You know, fingers crossed that there wouldn't be some sort of administration in the future that would be upset with people recommending stuff and getting a commission on it. But I really don't see that
Yeah.
happening. Like that, it's small potatoes compared to a lot of
Right.
things that they would go after. So I really don't see that happening. Now, that being said, I mean, you have to be you can't be like misleading stuff or making up fake testimonials and stuff like that for different products and services, because you don't want to get in trouble with the FTC. But and you want to disclaim that you're an affiliate for stuff like that's something you want to do as well. But if you're doing that kind of stuff, I really don't see a problem with it. I think people are much more comfortable getting recommendations for things. We've had influencers have really taken off in the last 10 years essentially, and that is basically affiliate marketing on steroids. They may not directly get an affiliate commission on something, but they may get you know 5, 10, $50,000 for putting up a
Mhm.
post on their Instagram, and it's essentially an
Right.
affiliate. They're taking a picture of them in that swimsuit and sharing it out there, and the swimsuit company is
Yeah,
paying
there's
for it.
one I keep getting
And so
fed
that's
this commercial. It's for dogs, dog food, farmer's dog. See, I think I've been
oh
fed it
yeah,
like
yep,
5 times in like 3 days. So I remember it. And the last video I got was it was an influencer and she's like, "Here I am.
sure.
This is my dogs and shout out to farmers, farmers for doing this." And so it was just really interesting. She's full on just saying, I'm also a user and like I'm an influencer doing this video. So it was really interesting. And even during Super Bowl, there was some what we
Mhm.
call I'm going to use the no name influencers, meaning I didn't know who they were. They weren't celebrities. And they were
Mhm.
young influencers. So they're probably really popular in the young world. But I'm like, I don't know who they are, but you could tell they were influencers online. And I thought, wow, we really are shifting from this control world of only celebrities, really post the products. That used to be the day, right? Or even movies and moving into affiliate marketing. Just one more example Yellowstone, which is a
Mhm.
series, great show by
Great show.
Taylor Sheridan, who I absolutely love that man. His brain is just. If you're ever listening to my stuff, Taylor, I want to meet you. So what he's done with his series, his 666 sorry,
Mhm.
ranch, as well as the Yellowstone, he has created merch like crazy. And in a way, that's kind of affiliate marketing. I mean, it's his products. Uh,
Yeah, he owns
he
that
owns
ranch,
that,
so
right?
it's
So of course, all the
yep.
actors are wearing his merch. Duh, right? Talk about a
Mhm.
brand play. So it's been interesting to see how movies are kind of opening up in different kind of celebrities and things like that into the online space and the referral space. It's been interesting.
Well, and you're also seeing, other tools like, for instance, HeyGen the other day released a whole bunch of user-generated content style
Oh,
avatars that look like real people, they sound like real people, and you can feed it a script, and it can create videos and all these different variations of all these different AI actors that look a lot like real people, and you could start dominating your market in a bunch of different areas of social media just with that tool. So I mean, it's phenomenal where things are
wow. I
going
think I
with this
saw
stuff.
one of those commercials because I clicked on a YouTube commercial recently in my work, and I was like, this person's got to be an AI, but I couldn't tell. And by the way, the reason I'm pointing this out, I have always paid for YouTube, like always. And the last month I
Mhm.
stopped paying for it because I was like, I really need to see
Sure.
commercials because you learn a lot, right? The commercials. And now I'm clicking on a lot of stuff. I'm like, I need to probably go back to paying. But
Now we know why Farmer's Dog
yes, I
is
keep
retargeting
clicking
you.
on
You
it and
click
watching the
through.
full. If
Yeah.
I watch the full commercial because
Heather's
Yeah,
very
this
interested
person's
in this.
very interested. Yeah, as I do. I got yeah. So it's really interesting because I think at the end of the day, AI is changing the landscape, but affiliate marketing isn't going away, and that's the part I want to acknowledge. Affiliate marketing is not going away. And when I was involved in it, and I am going back into it, um, it was kind of a dirty word. It's still,
That's
yeah,
still
it's like,
kind of dirty. That's why I was
you're an
attractive to it.
affiliate marketer. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm an affiliate marketer. Never said that. I was like, I'm an online marketer. What's that? I'm an affiliate marketer. So I'm just curious. So tell me about, you said in your bio here that basically you do absolutely nothing. You're a stay-at-home dad, which I think is super cool. But you talked about harnessing AI and RPA. You want to share what that is?
Yeah, so RPA is robotic process automation. So it's basically the ability to automate different things like on your computer to make it do your bidding. So I've got a lot of different things that do a lot of kind of work for me behind the scenes to make my job a little easier so I can focus on, we've got an 18-month-old, so I can focus on him during the day. Like for instance, today I took him to play at the mall. There's a little play place there. We did that this morning, and then this afternoon I took them to the children's museum, and we played there for like an hour. So, and that's like a daily occurrence for us. Like we do that kind of stuff all the time. So we're always out and about doing stuff. But my computers are generally creating content, or they're sharing stuff, or they're analyzing different things. They might be creating images or doing stuff with videos. They might be creating like blog posts. They might be creating social media posts. Sometimes they're sharing things on my behalf. Sometimes they're crafting up emails for different things for me to promote. So it's doing a lot of the work behind the scenes. Sometimes I have that be fully autonomous and I don't even check on it. Other times I look at it and review it before I want to like send it out for different things. But it's a way that's kind of given me that 4-hour work week thing that Tim Ferriss with his book
Yeah.
15 odd years ago or whatever it was. I've kind of tried to model that aspect of things instead of like having a team of VAs doing stuff. Can I get applications and computer programs to do the work for me? And so I find that is better for me. I don't have to manage a bunch of people. I don't like when I've tried doing the VA route, and it felt like way more work for me because it was like I had to manage people and check in with them and review their stuff, and they do it wrong. And I'm sure most of it was me. I probably was just really bad at training them and managing them, but it felt like I'm paying money and also
Yeah.
working more. Like this doesn't make any sense to me. Anyone that's pitching like the outsourcing stuff makes it sound so amazing and so perfect and just phenomenal. But now, the last couple of years, there's been so much movement with AI and automation, and it's like the worse it's going to be, and it's just getting better
Right.
and better each day for doing a lot of these things. Like some basic automation is doing stuff with like tools like Zapier and Make, where you're connecting one app up and sending the data to another one. So, like a simple automation, for instance, might be, someone signs up on your like email list, and then maybe that's like Aweber or GetResponse, and then you want to save them into like a CRM. So maybe you're using like HubSpot or Go High Level or something like that, and that information could get saved in your CRM, and that's like just a real
Right.
simple connection that you could do with like Zapier or Make. And so previously, people would have to like copy and paste that information over and or handwrite it kind of thing for a lot of stuff. And so there's so much automation that's taking place where things are getting fed into different programs and doing a lot of the
Yeah.
work on your behalf. Like for instance, I've got stuff where uh, you know I'll use AI to actually generate the content and review and analyze the content and give me a good breakdown of stuff. So maybe something new will come out, it'll see that, it might review the sales page for me, give me kind of a condensed overview of what things are, and then create some of the content for me that I can decide, hey, I like that, I'm going to send it out. Or I might be like, yeah, that's
So you
probably not
still
the best fit
review
for me
that. Right.
after it. I generally do. Some things I've done like totally autonomously, where I just let it just go and I
Does
just don't
it, where
care.
does
And
the
it's like, whatever.
posting happen automatically? In my head, I haven't been able to figure that out yet.
Yeah, so I've done different things. Like here's a simple example. So I've done things where I've taken, so like there's things called like an RSS feed. So really simple syndication. This is used mainly for things like blogs. So whenever like a new blog post is put
Yeah.
up on a site, I get notified. of it, kind of thing. So that blog post gets sent over to something like Zapier. Then what I do is I have it append my affiliate link or my affiliate ID on the back of that blog post. And then I have that get fed over to, like, say, a Facebook page or an X profile or different things with my link attached. And so it's like I'm just sharing free content, some beneficial information from these different companies, but my affiliate link is already hard coded, already embedded inside the affiliate link. And that's totally hands free. I never review any of that because it's just companies that I've worked with in the past, and I don't feel like they're gonna screw
Yeah.
me over or other people over. So I was like, well, I'll put that in there. I like the tool, and sometimes people click through and buy, and it's just free found money. And so you do that with enough things, especially things that are recurring. Like I like to promote a lot of software tools because it pays a
Yeah.
recurring commission. I'm giving out this free stuff. I look like a saint, giving out all this wonderful free content to help people out. But little do they know, my affiliate link's attached in that link. And so if they click through on that blog post, I'm cookied. So if they go back to the site or they click anywhere else on the site, my affiliate link is cookied in there, and I'm getting the affiliate commission. And so that's like a little sneaky trick that I like to do. That's like a fully automated
Okay, so
version. Now, if I
they
want to take
go
it
out. So the systems. So what part of that's human? What part of that is AI? From the concept to the complete post.
it's all AI. It's all
Nice.
automation. If I wanted to add an AI element to it, I could have it where it would read the page, for instance. So let's say a new thing gets. I'll give an example. Let's say it's like I'm an affiliate for GetResponse, for instance. They have a blog that they update pretty often. GetResponse is an email autoresponder. If the people are watching and don't know, they will have like a new blog post go out. I could have the feed trigger inside like Zapier and Make that this new post got published. It could read the post, for instance, and it could write like a little summary, like some bullet points or something. That could be AI, and that summary could be shared like on my profile with the link to the full main post. And so that would be a way to fully automate the whole AI process of it and still get it sent out as a post. You could get that tailored where it's like, here's one for LinkedIn, here's one for X or Twitter, here's one for Facebook, because the styles are
Yeah.
all different. And you could write it in different styles and different lengths and stuff like that. And that's ways that you could take that like the next step and make it a little more personal.
And so that's with, is there any other software you're doing? You're doing AI, Zap, Make, anything else? Just curious.
I mean, so like that's just a simple example that you could do like with Zapier or Make. I've got other, fancier things where it's like actually controlling my computer for different things where it'll actually go in and, log on to something and impersonate me as a person that's clicking the mouse. Essentially, it's typing stuff in, it's doing all that kind of stuff. And so that's a little nerdy to get going, but
you are a little nerdy. That's okay. That's nerds rock, man. Remember that movie back in the 80s, like Nerds, like the Rock of the Nerds? I was thinking,
yeah. Like
I mean, that's like, I mean, look at Elon. He's a complete nerd. He's tech support. When I left, he's like, I'm just tech support. I thought that was great. Yeah, you're just tech support. You're just a tech affiliate guy. You're just
pretty much. But that's the beautiful thing about being an affiliate. You're generally not support for things. You're not creating a product. You're not creating a website. You don't have to. You're not dealing with a lot of the technical issues and all the logistical issues of actually being a product creator. You're just driving traffic to something you know, like, and trust. I mean, I think everyone on here has recommended a movie or a restaurant or a book to other people, and you probably didn't get paid for it. And an affiliate recommends those things that they like, and they get paid for it. That's like the only difference.
So do most of your stuff is most of your stuff making money from which medium? Are email, social media? Do you do them all? Is it one or the other? Like, what's your main medium?
If I were to break down like where the revenue comes from, I'd say probably email, paid traffic, and then maybe some organic stuff like some videos that I put up like that.
So you're doing paid traffic
that will get kind of people to educate them. Yeah, I like a lot of paid traffic. Facebook ads, Google ads,
offers,
stuff like that.
two offers
Works really well for stuff. And Oftentimes, you're going to want to send them to your own site and
Yeah.
capture the lead for that. The beautiful thing about a lot of like software companies is they give out like a free trial typically for their stuff. And so oftentimes I'll get notified, oh, you've got someone to sign up for a free trial. Well, that gave me their contact details. I typically add them to my autoresponder through an automation. And that autoresponder will, thank them for signing up for the free trial and give them some tips and strategies on how to use it. And then I start promoting some other related tools that are beneficial, because then that free trial turns into another trial.
You're
And
stacking
another
the
trial,
trials.
and
You're
another trial.
stacking.
Exactly. So I'm stacking the trials. Something's going to stick, and I'm showing how they can use those things together. So then, I sell them on one. Well, now they're on 2 things, 3 things, 4 things. It kind of becomes a hydra of all these different things that they bought that I'm earning commissions on.
Wow.
And so that's kind of a sneaky tactic that I like to do. I'm also very sneaky with my affiliate links. So like a lot of people will use like their name. So like it might be Heather or Reed or Bob or whatever, will be like their affiliate ID. I'm going to use things like register, sign up, trial, things like that are a little bit sneakier, that don't look so much like an affiliate link to people that are thinking they're getting a deal, coupon, discount, things like that, free shipping, all that kind of stuff. So they're thinking, oh, that's how I'm getting such a good deal on this thing. And it makes people more inclined to click through and take action and not look for like a coupon elsewhere. I've found that helps me boost conversions.
Oh my
So
God, I love that. Because I'm thinking about my affiliate links. I have Heather. I can change that. I'm going to change that.
You can change that. Yeah. I mean, if you already have been driving traffic, you probably don't want to. But if you're using like a pretty link, so let's say it's heatherhavenwood.com/
I do. Yeah, I have a few of those.
Kind of thing. You could change it up.
I learned that from the affiliate days. You never go direct. You always have a pretty link just in case, right?
Yeah,
I definitely learned that during the day. Do you use pretty links specifically, or do you have another?
I mean, I've got access to other ones. Like I've used like meter links, because it does like QR codes. GHL's got some built-in stuff for things. I think my go-to would be pretty links.
It's so easy. I know, it's
old
so
school
good.
And have it installed on my on WordPress. But I've even done it where it's just hard-coded HTML, just straight up meta redirect or a JavaScript redirect. Because
you're that nerdy. I appreciate you sharing that, because I think one of the things, one, and I'm making this up, but I think the younger generations like email. What? Like, is that not working? I still look at my email every day. I am older, but I still think it's not going away. Email's not going away. We still have social media. We still do that. But there's an intimacy when I sign up and give them my email. They're in my world now. I'm giving them a permission to come into my home a little bit more, versus just social media or following in social media. Like, even because you follow someone doesn't mean it's always in your feed. It doesn't mean it's always in front of you. So I think that's really interesting. So do you spend a lot of time with your paid ads? Like, are you doing a lot of paid ads? Or are you just strictly like building the list and then doing affiliate offers? I'm just curious.
I mean, I go in streaks. Like, I've done things in the past. Like I'll share another sneaky one. So I've done things where it's been like direct to the order form for things. So like, for instance, like JVZoo, it's pretty easy to figure out the order form and append your affiliate ID on the end. So I've done stuff where I've been like bidding on the product name and sending it straight to the order form with my affiliate link appended. Now my affiliate link is in the 70s with them, because I was one of their first users. In fact, I had a call with them when they were in the planning stages of JVZoo. So like, I've known about it since before the public knew about it. And so, I mean, you can do that with ClickBank. You can do that with a lot of different things. Now, this is pretty black hat, so it's pretty frowned upon. But like, I've done stuff like that over the years where it's been like, well, let me bid on like product name on like Google and Bing and stuff like that, and then send it straight to, like the order form kind of thing. And I've made sales that way doing it. Like, it's a little sneaky, and it's probably a good way to get your account shut down, because I think if you get the wrong vendor that sees it, they're gonna complain and stuff like that. But like, you can do stuff like that. I've done other things where I've been a little more up and up about it, and I've sent to the actual sales page for the product with my affiliate link. That's getting harder to do. But that hack that I shared about using affiliate links, like register and sign up and
That's
trial
so
and stuff like
smart.
that. People reviewing ads are like, well, that's just like a UTM parameter
Right.
for them to track it. It doesn't look like an affiliate link, so they approve it.
That's so smart. I'm so going to change my stuff right now. I think it's really fascinating that that you when you talk about this, like understanding AI and RPAs, as you call it, with affiliate marketing, you just created this whole other world. But people might be asking, do you have a personal brand? Do you have an actual course?
I mean, I've really gone silent the last.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
still
I'm
there?
here.
My screen went totally blank. There we go. I think my computer just went to sleep. I hadn't clicked the mouse in a while. So basically, I've kind of gone silent for a long time, and recently I put out a free tool that basically all you do is you put in like your affiliate link for something you want to promote, and it will look at the page. It'll create like an outline for what was covered. It'll use that to create a blog post. It'll use that information to create some social media swipes. It'll use that to create like a video script if you want to do a video talking about the product, and then it'll create actual emails to go out so you can promote that if you have an email or like an email list. You can actually promote those products and services with your affiliate link, and that's totally free. You can get it at automatedaimarketer.com, and you can sign up for an account for that. You'll get presented with a deal to get some additional tools that I've created to help you out on your affiliate marketing journey. But I'm kind of getting back in the limelight, I guess.
So yeah, because
With
I want people to know
some
that
tools
you
and
don't
services
have
to
to
help
have
us
a
out.
brand to be able to, to make money. I think that's one of the things that deters a lot of people. Why I have to have a brand. I have to be on camera. I don't want to be on camera. I think that's a big,
It definitely
for sure.
helps. It's easier because people do buy from people they know, like, and
Yeah, but a
trust
lot of
and have
people
a
don't want to even
relationship with.
try
They
that.
they take those exactly. They're afraid to do it. You can use a lot of tools like I mentioned. Hey Gen
Yeah.
earlier, you can create avatars with them that look like other people, or you could actually record yourself, like a video that we're doing right now. That could get turned into an AI avatar on Hey Gen, and I could create content that looks like me. I just recorded my voice, and there's script that they want you to follow now, and it would create an AI digital
Mm.
clone of me that I could then give it scripts for different products that I wanted to promote, and send that out. And that could be in my likeness, or I could use one of their avatars, or you could perhaps hire someone like even someone on Fiverr or someone locally. Hey, I want to use your likeness for this. Let me pay you a couple
That's
$100 kind
smart.
of thing. And you might be able to convince someone that people haven't seen before, but are a good target for your
Yeah,
demographic.
that's so smart. Wow, I love that. And what's different about affiliate marketing right now and white label, I just want to kind of acknowledge that. There's white label and then there's affiliate marketing. Do you want to talk about that real quick? And by the way, you want to say the name of your domain again that they can go and grab that? Because I have it, by the way, and it's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get that tool at automatedaimarketer.com, and that'll automate a lot of your affiliate stuff for you. But the whole thing with like white label versus like affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing, you're basically promoting other people's products and services and getting a cut. They may or may not even know that you exist. You're just kind of getting eyeballs on their website, and people are buying the product. Now, if you're going to private label something, this is kind of like when you go into your Target or your Walmart, and you see, like, you might go into the pharmacy area and you're going to see like two different pills that do the
Right.
exact same thing. One's Tylenol and one's equate Tylenol, equate
Yeah.
ibuprofen or whatever it is. Acetaminophen, I think, is what Tylenol is. And so that's like a white label of it that they own that. Target's got their brand, like Good and Gather's one of them. I can't remember what the other ones are, but I mean, even in like the grocery section, you're gonna have like Kellogg's and General Mills and stuff like that, but then you're gonna have whatever Target's
Yeah.
version is and whatever Walmart's version is. It's almost always made by the same
Yeah.
company that made the name brand thing, but they just slap a different label on it. It may have slightly less quality standards for it, but I know, like, I don't have a Costco near me, but I know like
Yeah,
Kirkland
there's a
is
right
their
label.
white
Yeah.
label brand, and they have stricter restrictions for things generally than the mainstream brand of something. So you're getting an even higher quality product
Yeah.
at a cheaper price. And it's like, well,
It's like
that's an insane
Amazon
deal.
Basics. They call it.
Amazon
Really
Basic
great
is a perfect
example.
example. You're going to get the name brand
Yeah.
charger for your computer, or you get the Amazon
I
Basics one
constantly do
that's
Amazon Basics. I'm
$10.
like, oh yeah.
It's almost always the
Isn't
same
that
quality
amazing?
for stuff. It's wild, but I mean, there's so much, markup and
Yeah.
overhead and stuff with creating these name brand things and doing all the advertising for it, where if they can just be like, hey, we still want to sell another thing of this, but we're going to be selling it at a lot less. It might be 40% different, 50% different price, but there's no advertising or marketing. Usually the labels look kind of crappy in comparison. They don't put a whole lot of effort in it.
Yeah.
And, it sells because there's definitely people that are cost conscious, or there's people that know that's essentially the same product. Like I know it's almost always the same product. So I usually just buy the store brand for a lot of things. So it's like, why would I pay extra when I can get the exact same thing
Yeah.
generally?
And I want to bring that
And,
up
less
because,
exciting packaging.
the influencer Kim Kardashian, or the entire Kardashian family at this point,
Mhm.
they white label a lot. And I think
Sure,
people
yeah.
don't
Like
realize
makeup
that,
stuff and things like that.
their very first check. There's an old video, if you can find it. Kris Kardashian and Kim Kardashian are talking about their very first quote unquote kind of sponsor, which was an affiliate situation. It was a hybrid. Their very
Nice.
first check they ever got, obviously 5,000 years ago, was $6,000, and how excited they were, Kim and Kris, and they went into the bathroom and were like, oh my God, we just made $6,000. We're like, oh yeah, now they're like, billionaires. But that's they built an entire business pretty much on being an affiliate and white label.
Yeah.
They focused on getting the eyeballs, okay, and then
Mhm.
bringing the eyeballs to different products and services, other companies, and then they got smart and became a white label of their own brand. And they don't look. What I need y'all to know, they're not running that company, right? They partner with someone else who runs the operations, right? Who runs everything, and their whole job is just eyeballing, get the eyeballs to it. Now they do it their way, right? In the Kardashian way. And that's an extreme, but Martha Stewart does it, media company Daily Wire does it. I mean, I can go on and on. So my point is, I just want people to know it doesn't have to look a particular way. It can look in 1,000 different ways. And the goal is to get eyeballs. And I love the fact that you do software. So anyway,
Yeah, and like there's a lot of software you can white label too. Like you can buy software for the white label reason of it. Like probably the most popular one in our space is Go High Level, where a lot of people have a Go High Level account. They bought the white level plan. It's like $300 or $500 a month, and then they can sell that to an unlimited amount of people. It's under their logo, under their name for it. It looks like you created this app that does 1,000 different things that you can offer, and you offer it for like $100 a month to different businesses or different people that you can help out, and you're pocketing all that money. And then there's other people out there that even do like the add-ons for like sending out the emails and text messages and stuff like that, and they charge an extra fee. So maybe it's normally a penny to send out like a text message or whatever. They might charge their users 2 pennies,
definitely the money.
2 cents, and they're pocketing that difference. And so there's almost like a utility markup that you can do. And so that's another way people are making money with a white label, and they're not dealing with as a white label for like JHL, you're going to have to deal with support, but it's a whole different ball game versus like, oh, let me create my own software. I have, I'm hiring a developer and paying thousands of dollars to have a developer do it, or I'm using, like a tool like Bolt, and it's creating it for me, but I don't know how to fix it if something
I
goes
think
wrong.
one thing
And
specifically, as someone who's an agency for Go High Level, I'm very transparent. I'm like, guys, this company's a $60 million year backed company with over 1,500 developers in India. I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is mine. There's no way. I am not going to sit and go, oh, people go, oh, it's mine. Okay, it's my white label, total transparency. Feel free to go, here's my affiliate link if you want to go direct, or you like, I don't care, but that specifically with Go High Level, because you have that white label and affiliate. I still get checks from Go High Level and people that I referred 2 years ago. So it's what I love about that company. And what you're talking about software, it has revolutionized the CRM, because before then you had Keep, you had Salesforce and HubSpot. Those are Those are big companies with huge
Enterprise. Yep.
corporate structure and executives and sales teams and customer support. And they didn't really put the power with the marketer, put the power with the referral. They put the power with them. And so, yes, they've done very well. But I think that companies like Go High Level and all these amazing new softwares that are coming out really fast from people from all over the world with AI, those are the ones that are going to win because they're like, we're going to be very, very focused on the referral. Either a ton of white labels are coming out right now. FormWise is another one that they're very heavy on, like, here's what we do. And by the way, if you want a white label, go for it. They're very big on that. And it's smart. It's really smart to do that. Oh, and we have affiliate too. Like they're starting to look at it. Doesn't really matter as long as we have people on our platform, and then we'll serve those people. It's smart.
Exactly. Like that is definitely cutting into ClickFunnels business because their whole thing is more like, well,
Yeah,
just be an
only be
affiliate
an
for us and
affiliate.
we'll pay you 30 or 40% commission for it. You have no say in anything. You don't control anything. Whereas Go High Level went the other route where it's like, well, you pay us, a small amount each month and you can make virtually unlimited amount of money. I mean, there's people that have clients in their GHL accounts and they're selling their GHL accounts back to GHL because it's like, I've built this customer base that's bringing in, $10,000 a month. Let me, sell it as a multiple to, these people that want to invest in that. And people buy these entire accounts and people are having an exit. And
it's wild.
It's wild. They didn't create anything. They don't have a team. They don't have anything really invested other than a couple $100 a month for their account and whatever they use to market it.
It's wild.
It's an insane.
Yeah, it's really wild. But I think it's revolutionary because nowadays, there's some really smart developers all over the world, from India to Russia to here in the States and everywhere in between. And they're creating software so fast that they really can't keep up. I think the big, huge mega companies really can't keep up with the innovation. That's why HeyGen came out of nowhere. And then some other ones just came out of nowhere. 11 Labs, like, I don't even know where that one came from. It just boom, So now there's all these softwares coming out there. And with AI going fast and all of them, I just think it's a smarter way to move. And so that's why I wanted to have this conversation, is like really be open to being an affiliate or maybe being in a white label. Always look. I'm always looking when I look at software. I'm like, do they have an affiliate and do they have a white label? And what's the difference? Because why not?
Well, if they don't have it, like, how interested
Right,
am
I'm
I in
not.
using it? Kind of thing. Like if I can't white label it or if I can't be an affiliate for it, what's the point in learning how to use it and buying it and stuff like that? Because nowadays it's getting so easy that you can make your own software. You don't have to be a super nerd to make software now. You basically tell it what you want it to do, and it can get a good minimum viable product for something, especially if you give it screenshots to compete with a different tool or send it the link. Here's a tool I want you to replicate. It can make something very similar.
Right.
And then you get 90% of the way there. You may have hire a developer to do the final ton of touches on it, but you got a tool that's 100% yours versus, paying someone hundreds of dollars or, maybe even $100 for a lifetime license for something. You've made your own knockout version for, a similar amount of money.
Yeah.
And you own it.
You own the customer.
That's wild.
You own what you can sell them. You own the training. You own the customer service, but you own the customer on all aspects of it.
Yep. You own the customer.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think we're going to see a big shift with that. But yeah, I mean, you still apply a lot of the same principles with affiliate marketing and doing it. You're just getting the eyeballs. You're solving a problem. You're helping people out. It's basic marketing. But that's an angle where you could keep 100% of it. And then you could have your own affiliates promoting your tools, because most people are not going to create stuff. They don't want to create sales copy. They don't want to create a tool. They don't want to deal with customer support. They want that affiliate lifestyle, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And they're not going to take that leap to get to the next level, next iteration of things. And so that's an interesting time.
Yeah. Speaking of that, like my way, Go High Level is one of the things I have on my list this quarter is to really create an affiliate program for my white label. Because why not? And because that's the beauty of it.
Absolutely.
You can either be an affiliate for Go High Level, you can have your own, or you can create an affiliate of your own. Like, why not? So I think it's really fascinating and create so many things around it. But that's just one company that's doing that model, and there's more and more and more companies that are kind of breaking the mold of everything.
Yeah, as they've exploded, more and more are going, that's the secret to the success. Letting people be their own agency. and make more money
Well,
off of the thing versus you just trying to get every
they
penny.
said it so well in the front of the stage when I was there 2 years ago. I was there last year, but I've been every year. Is they said we are a dev company. We listen to you, the marketers, what you want. We build. And what I loved
Nice.
about that is that they're saying we don't want to compete with you to be marketers. we want you to be marketers, be the salespeople. Go. It kind of reminded me of like an old MLM that I was part of. They're like, we're just like the
Sure.
the supplement company. We just want you to market.
Yep.
But it's smart because most of their revenue, their expenses are going back into dev. Like they've shown that they're very transparent about that. They're like, this is our our expenses, dev. It's like,
Yeah, it's all
it's just
dev. It's
like
no marketing.
dev,
It's all
dev,
development.
customer support, and dev. It's like I was like, I like this company. They're like, we just hired another 1,500 dev people in India. I'm like, oh, this is great because that means it's a good product, and then we as affiliates feel good about selling it. Versus, I've sold some stuff in the past where all of a sudden, like, this thing doesn't work after like 6 weeks. You're like, oh,
Or did it
yeah,
work
or
to
did it
begin
work?
with?
Yeah,
You know,
I
there's
know
definitely things
this
where it's like
company's not.
you.
The churn is so low because people, if they use it, like, wow, this is really ridiculous.
Yeah, if someone actually like gets a GHL account and starts using it, and starts
Oh,
migrating their sites over, starts getting their contacts in there, they're never leaving.
I've moved more people from Keep than I can Fusionsoft than I can remember. Yeah,
Confusion
Confusion
soft,
Con.
yeah. I mean, that's what
Yeah,
they
I
used
used to
to
call
call it.
Confusion Con. So anyway, I don't. Yeah, thank you so much. What else do you want to share just about where we're going? Like, can you share what your take is on the future of affiliate marketing and whatnot?
I mean, so I'll share something on like the future of AI. Like it's getting a lot easier for these AI agents to be made and doing stuff on your behalf. So I think that's good and bad. I in some ways, do we need to buy different software because it's going out and it can do a lot of the tasks for you? It can read the API documentation of different existing tools and connect them all up for you, and you don't need to be a super nerd to do that kind of stuff anymore. So that's an interesting thing about it. And I could see that being like a disruption with SaaS. So I'll have to pivot if
Yeah.
things go that way. But like affiliate marketing in general, like I don't see that going away ever. I mean, it's like since Fire, we've been sharing different things with other people. That's just how
Yeah.
life is. We love to educate and entertain and inspire others, and you might as well get paid to do it. And so affiliate marketing is definitely one of the vehicles to do it. I think it's one of the easiest ones to get started doing it because you don't have to create products, you don't have to create a website, you don't have to really create a following for anything. You're just driving traffic to stuff, whether it be paid ads, an email list, a blog, whatever you're doing. You can start driving traffic to stuff and eventually get people to convert and buy through your affiliate links. And so that's very
Yeah.
exciting to me. If you want that tool that automates a lot of that for you, just go to automatedaimarketer.com. It's completely free. Just sign up for that and you can get access to that
Awesome.
tool.
And thank you so much, Ree, for being on here. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for watching. I
Thank you, Heather.
appreciate that.
Thanks for
And
having
that's
me.
automatedaimarketer.com.